a jab or you're not going to be able to buy food. You can't go out with your family. You can't go to church. You can't go to university. You can't go to school.
What do you say to the people that say, well, you still have a choice? You
know what I say?
Yeah.
And this gives you a clear picture. Harvey Weinstein, right? He didn't rape anybody. He just said, if you don't have sex with me, you can't have a part in this picture. What if you said, well, they had a choice? That's the same thing. Go to bed with me, get raped under coercion, not physical force, or don't have a part in my movie. Take the jab, or you can't have a part in a university. Take the jab, or you can't do this. So you think people would use that rationale to defend Weinstein?
That wouldn't stand up in court.
Sorry? No, it wouldn't stand up in court. Why should this?
Yeah.
And the Toronto Police is using similar tactics. I mean, they've taken the gym privilege away from officers who have not disclosed their status or who are unvaccinated. They can no longer do pay duties, which is the overtime. Yeah, they're using the money as a...
They're incentivizing, or is that the right word?
I'd say they're...
That's coercion.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's coercion. That's, And the other thing I would say too, imagine how that would work. Take a lot of countries where there's vicious religious persecution.
Sure.
Right? You say, what's your choice? If you convert, we'll treat you normal. Yeah. Would that wash?
No.
And they're not even invading your physical integrity there, just your psychological one, your right to choose your religion. So why don't all the Catholics just become Protestants? Why don't all the Muslims in India just become Hindus? It's completely illogical, arbitrary, and insane to suggest that it's your choice. Because it's not your choice where if you don't recognize their choice, if you don't exercise their choice, there are negative consequences to you. It's not your choice. It's coerced.
If you don't recognize their choice...
Right. There's consequences to you. That's not a choice. That's a Hobson choice.
What's happening to the individual in terms of that compromise, like that your back's up against the wall, you got a gun to your head. You either do the thing or you
lose your job.
Yeah. So, but you have to put food on the table.
It's your basic bodily integrity. Like, it doesn't get any more basic than that.
Yeah. Do we own our bodies?
Of course you own your body. And when you die, you can bequeath your body. It belongs to your executor. Of course you own your body.
I mean, and I say that because right now in society, it's questionable, right? Because of all the force and coercion that's happening with these vaccines. Forcing people to take an injection that they may not agree with.
I'll give you another example, Raji, that used to happen, and of course, thank God we dealt with it as a society. You want to keep your job, you have to have an abortion. You're pregnant. You can't work here if you have that child. Oh
yeah, that's so illegal. They can't say that.
Well, they used to.
They used to.
So imagine if they force women to have an abortion to keep certain jobs. How would that work? How is this any different?
I think for some people it's that, but for some people they are deadly terrified of whatever virus COVID-19 is.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, when they comply without question, without an investigation, without using their own common sense rationality, it's that idea that there's this amorphous, oracle of a government that's acting on your behalf. The Italians and Germans had a line for that. The Italians called it La Patria, and the Germans called it the fatherland. Okay? It's fascism. Pure and simple fascism.
Advice for others, like you're speaking